everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
Today was the best Bravo day in my life. Also, this was the first time I truly felt like this could only happen in New York. Like legitimately.
The bus or like the van thing?
The whole thing, like the whole experience could have only happened in New York. Obviously,
I kind of wish it was like,
here.
I'm happy they posted about it ahead of time because like we wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
But like, I wish it was like a spontaneous thing and you just like stumbled upon them.
Oh my God, if I'd stumbled upon it. Honestly, a lot of people stumbled and they were like, what is this? And the premise was have a free hot chocolate. Those were the people they wanted there.
It was all free too.
The hot chocolate and everything was free. Yeah. So they wanted people to stop and be like, oh, what is this? And then you'd be like, have a free hot chocolate and be sure to check out Winter House. Like, obviously everyone there meeting the cast already was going to watch it. But there were a lot of people that like just got the hot chocolate and like fucking left, which was even fucking funnier. Okay. Let me tell you.
Oh my God.
Okay, for those of you
jealous.
For those of you just listening, the cast of Winter House is doing promos for Winter House, obviously, which airs the 20th, which is Thursday or Wednesday. It's coming up. So they did yesterday, Saturday. Yesterday was Saturday. Today's Sunday for those of you listening.
Yes.
But yesterday, Saturday, they were in DC and they did this promo. And then today and tomorrow, they're going to be in New York. Will I go back tomorrow? Probably not, because they're only there for like a small amount of time and I don't think I can take off work. But
no, I wouldn't go tomorrow. Like you like crushed it.
Yeah, they were in Soho and I was like, I have a workout class till 11. I'm going to walk there. It takes half an hour. I'll get there around like 11:30ish, maybe later, because I stopped to get Starbucks, but I digress. And I was like, so I'll get there. And in my head, I didn't really know, right? It was like, will it be crowded? Maybe.
Yeah.
Like I think of New Yorkers of like, why would I fucking go to that?
But also there's so many people in New York. It can easily become crowded.
So I was like, I don't know. I kind of assumed that the line was just going to go around the block. And I also thought the cast of Summer House, I don't know why I thought, or the cast of Winter House, and I don't know why I thought this, would like be handing out the hot chocolate. So I'd be a quick like, hello, nice to meet you, photo op.
Oh, yeah.
So I show up, I see this big van and I'm like, oh my God, it's literally just like on a street corner.
It's like a food truck, right?
Yeah. So I like walk up to it and there's like a group of maybe max 7 people standing there. And so I was like,
what time did it start? Because you said you left.
It started at 12.
Okay. So
I got there at 11:50 because I stopped, got Starbucks.
Yeah.
Took a long time, whatever. So it's 11:50. There's like 7 people just standing in front of this thing. There's obviously like one of those ropes that like shows where the line should be. No, everyone's just like standing on the corner, like staring at this thing. So I like walk up and I just stand there because like I don't know what's happening. Then I overhear them say like the cast will be here at 1:30. And that's when I texted you and I was like, fuck that. Like,
if it was 1:30, I would have been like, get your fucking hot chocolate, take a picture, post it to the socials.
Yeah. I was like, what am I going to do? And then I heard 12:30 and I was like, oh, dope. And there's only like 7 people here. So like, okay. And then this other girl, so this one girl walks up and she's like, is this where like the Winter House thing is? Like, obviously, but she was really nice. So I was like, yeah, I think so. Like, whatever. And then this other girl kind of inserted, she's like, yeah, I think it's just us. Like, eventually we'll have to maybe get in line. So we start talking and we figure out each of us have come alone. Which is nice. One girl is visiting from Atlanta and it just she like happened to be in town for this. She didn't fly in for it like Meredith would have.
I'm actually so mad that this coincided with me being in Puerto Rico. If I was anywhere else in the US, I would have flown there. I'm not joking.
Yeah. So then this other girl just moved to New York with her fiance and she has no friends here and her fiance refused to come. So she came by herself. So we're talking. That
tells me it's not true love. You don't have a Jackie and Dustin situation. Dustin would have gone.
After we like met them like later, she texted her fiance and said, this is better than the day you proposed. Which is like, she's like, that's what he gets for not coming with me. Because this could have been a couples thing. He could have proposed here. She was like, I'm pissed. And it's like,
you're going to have to watch this with me.
Yeah.
At least one episode. So like, let's just go so you can take my picture. You don't have to be in the pictures. But
she was very nice. They both were. So we were talking. And then this other girl, she starts like answering questions that we like, cause we're like, what time? Like, should we stay in line? So she starts talking to us. Her name's Jordan. She does PR for Bravo. This is very important because I've become friends kind of with Jordan. She does PR for Bravo. She mainly works on Summer House, Winter House, Shaws of Sunset, Real Housewives of New York, and Real Housewives of OC. May I just plug, she was texting Luann while we were there. She was like, oh, Luann's blowing up my phone. And I was like, the Countess Luann? And she's like, yeah. And then she goes, yeah. And Ramona's probably going to call me because Ramona calls me like 17 times a day. And I was like, ah. So then Jordan's like, we should all like, let's get you in line. And she looks at us. She's like, I know you guys were some of the first people here. So like, get in line. I'll make sure you meet the cast. And we were like, thank you. So we're all like waiting there. And Jordan's just standing there. So we're like having great conversation with her. We're just like asking her questions. We're talking with her. That's how we find out like all this information.
Yeah.
She's so nice. And honestly, she comes back into our stories and like, thank God we talked to her. So we're sitting there, we're waiting for the cast. And then people are like, grab a hot chocolate. But how it is like, if you get the hot chocolate, you'd have to leave line and get back into it. So we're like, we don't want to get a hot chocolate. We're waiting for the cast. Yeah. And that's when Jordan's like, oh, there's obviously some like issues with the way they're trying to do this. And so we're like, if anyone wants a hot chocolate, you can go, but like, we're not leaving because we were like, there were 4 people in front of my new group of 3. So
yeah,
we were like, we're not moving. So then this huge black sedan, eventually around 12:30 rolls up. It's Gabrielle, one of the new girls. And I felt really bad because no one cheered, but like, we didn't really know her.
But like, no, since she is new, like nobody knows her yet, which is difficult.
So she's the first one there. And then another car pulls up. It's Kyle and Amanda. They get out. We're like, oh my fucking God. We're all cheering.
At this point, are there still only like 7 of you? Are there like 100?
No, not 100. My God. There are maybe like 20.
And is it 12:30 now?
It's like 12:30. Yeah.
Okay.
There were maybe like 20 people in line.
Okay.
And Jordan told us they're only going to be there till 3. So it's like but the truck is there till 6. So I don't know who the fuck's getting a free hot chocolate. That's the promo for the show. But, so Kyle and Amanda are there. Everyone screams. I get some videos of Kyle. He's so excited. Like Kyle was born to do PR for show. Like and
I think the 2 of them seem so down to earth still that they seem so appreciative of this. And let's be honest, they're building another brand off of these fans that you got to play the game.
High key, some bitch was really smart and she had a can of Loverboy. She showed up too late, so she was all the way in the back, but she showed up with a can of Loverboy. I don't know what she did. I didn't become friends with her, but
I wish you would have got me a signed can of Loverboy.
Oh my God. I came straight from the gym, Meredith. I was not thinking of anything.
Just saying.
So Amanda and Kyle pull up. Amanda goes into the truck, I think, because Bravo wasn't running it. There weren't a ton of people from Bravo. It was this marketing company.
Yeah.
Also, what you should know is I'm in a lot of shots of like pictures and videos that this guy was taking. And we asked him, like, do you work for Bravo? He's like, no, I work for this marketing company that was like freelanced by Bravo. And then I'm just going to give it to Bravo. So I don't know where you're going to end up. But like, he got a full video of me ordering a hot chocolate and like walking back.
I'm going to the Bravo Instagram right now. I don't think it's
there. I don't think it's there yet because it's not over. He hasn't sent it to his boss yet.
That's true. Yeah, but he could be sending stuff to them like now.
I think no, because it's on like this big ass camera, Meredith. There's no way.
Well, maybe they're going to use it as promo for tomorrow's event.
I think it's going to come up tomorrow or later. I don't know if I'll be in it, but because we became friends with him in line too. So he took a lot of shots of us. So he always kept pointing the camera at us, which is so funny. So you might see me somewhere.
Dude, what if you're on Watch What Happens Live when Andy Cohen talks about like the Bravo-holics week?
I would fucking crack up. It's me ordering a hot chocolate and awkwardly like talking. Oh, that's what I was saying. So as I was talking to like the people in the truck too, they work for the marketing company. One bitch was like, I don't even know what show this is. And I was like, solid. Thanks for the hot chocolate. So I think Amanda went in there to like say hello or whatever, because she's like the kindest human, but Kyle's outside and he's like, who's ready? Like, well, I don't even know what we're ready
for. Like a cheerleader.
And he walks up and he's like, what should I get? And like, he orders something and he looks at the line. And luckily, again, I'm like there's 4 people in front of like this group of 3 I now have. And he's like, anyone want something to drink? I'll get it for you. What do you want? And I was like, what are you drinking? What do you recommend? And he's like, I'm drinking this mint, like hot chocolate. It's all right. I would prefer a regular one though. And I was like, cool. Should I get one of those? And he's like, if you want one, I'll do it for you. And so we were like kind of weirdly bantering. And I was like, oh my God, why am I shaking? Wow. So this is when I started to like hyperventilate a little bit because I'm getting so nervous. So then yeah,
but I love how like we're the outgoing types that will just like embarrass ourselves because we're never going to see these people again, and it's worth it, and like let's chat with them.
So then the rest of the new people show up. Like Andrea shows up, he's one of the model guys, and Jason, he shows up, and Jules. And then Sierra shows up, and I'm like, oh my God, she's fucking gorgeous. Like tall and gorgeous is how to describe Sierra. And then whatever. So now they're trying to be like, okay, everyone, like get your pictures and move along. But we're like, wait, Paige, Craig, and Austin aren't here yet. Like we're trying to see people, but this marketing company, because they do not know who Bravo is, they're like shooing us along. So we're talking to Jordan because we're like, Jordan, what the fuck? And she's like, no, this is like stupid. She's like, just go through. I'll make sure you meet everyone. And we're like, okay. And like Lindsay and Luke had showed up too, which was great. So I walked like, the one girl before me goes, she's obsessed with Kyle and Amanda, the girl with the fiance that didn't show up. She wants to be Kyle and Amanda, like to a T. She's obsessed with them. She's going to have a lover boy bar at her wedding. And she told them that. And Kyle was like, tag me. And Amanda just laughed. And this bitch DMs Amanda all the time. She showed me her DM. And she told Amanda, she's like, I always DM you. And Amanda was like, like Amanda was like, okay.
You're like, rein it in a little bit.
So while this is happening, I'm talking to Sierra, who again was so kind. Also, as I'm talking to Sierra, the girl in front of me with the fiance, she wants a picture with just Amanda and Kyle, but they're doing like group shots. Yeah. So she's like, no. Can I just get a picture with Amanda and Kyle? And Sierra goes, do you want me to take it? And this girl is like, no, you're like part of the cast. You like really don't have to. And I was like, no, I can take it. And Sierra's like, no, stop it. Like, I'll get it. I'll get your angles.
Yeah.
So
I'll get your angles.
So I take it's my turn. I walk up, I walk right in the middle of Amanda and Kyle. But first I'm like, oh my God. I look at Amanda. I'm like, I love you. Your style, who you are, your hair, everything. Your nose ring, everything. I love you. I'm obsessed with you. And she's like, oh my God, you're so cute. And I was like, thank you so much. Please post where you got your blazer from. And she's like, oh my God, I will. Don't worry. So now I'm going to buy Amanda's blazer. So then I walk up and I like say hey to Kyle, and Kyle's like, hey, what's your name? And so like, so nice. So I'm like, hey, it's Alicia. And he's like, what's up, Alicia, getting this pic? And so as I'm like trying to set up for this pic because like the Bravo marketing people aren't ready. So I'm talking and I was like, I love both of you. Like, it's really funny because I actually have a Summer House podcast and we talk about how much we absolutely love you too. And we have since season 1. And Kyle goes, oh my God, you have a Summer House podcast? That's dope. And I was like, yeah, oh my God, I do. Like awkward. I'm like, ha. And he's like, that's so fun. So then we like take our picture or whatever. And then he's like, what's the podcast name? And I was like, it's called Summer is Fun. And he's like, thank you so much. Keep on podcasting, girl. And I was like, thank you. And then I made eye contact with Lindsay and she just glared at me, which I think is just Lindsay's face because later she was like incredibly nice. So I was like, oh God, Lindsay's a bitch. So I like, I'm like, okay, goodbye. Run away. So I like run out. And like, so did the other 2 girls. So we're just bummed. And we're like talking to Jordan and we're like, oh, we wish like Paige, Craig, and Austin were here. I wonder where they are. Cause now they're like considered late to the 12:30. It's like maybe 1. And then we look across the street and it's Paige and Austin. And you see Craig walk past the street. This idiot. Oh, first of all, he's not dressed in anything spectacular. He looks like he's a normal New Yorker and he has a coffee cup. He walks straight past us and you just see Paige like look and like roll her eyes and like cross the street without him. So she crosses with Austin and everyone goes nuts. Everyone's like, oh my God, we fucking miss Paige. We like weren't in line. There was like a group of girls that were like, what the fuck? Yeah. And so Jordan grabs my phone and is like, Paige, oh my God, hey. And Paige says hello. And she's like, hey, like these girls really wanted to meet you. Do you mind getting a picture? So then Paige is so nice. She's like, oh my God, of course. Like, I'm so sorry for being late. She looks at us and goes, I'm so sorry for being late. Before we get pictures, let me tell you what happened. She ordered a special outfit. She shipped it to her old apartment. So she was freaking out about what to wear, and she wouldn't let Craig and Austin go without her. So she's like, I made them late and I'm also late. So I'm in this outfit. And I was like, you look fucking fabulous still. And she's like, thank you, but it's not what I wanted to wear. And I was like, it's okay, because you still look good. And so we take the picture, and I was like, I didn't want to wear this either. And she goes, at least you worked out. I just cried about my outfit all morning. And I was like, okay, loved her. She was so nice.
My heart.
She took the time to like take pictures with every girl there. Like, even though they were shooing her into like the main area, she was like, no, like I was late. I'm going to take pictures with all these girls. Craig and Austin like fucking disappeared. We have no idea what happened to them. So now we're like, fuck, we want to like hang out with Craig and Austin a little bit. So we get back in line. We told Jordan, we're like, we're getting back in line. So we're in the back, we're just chilling, going through our pictures. And then Jordan walks over to us, and she has Lindsay in like her arm, and Austin and Luke behind her. And she goes, these are my new best friends. You have to meet them. Of course. So Jordan's amazing. Of course, fucking everyone else is like freaking out, but she's like trying to bring them to us. And we're trying to like not fangirl. So we're like letting other girls like fucking freak out or whatever. So Lindsay comes over first. Oh, first Austin's eating a cookie. And I'm like, again, bantering. I'm like, try the fucking cookie. What do you rate it? I don't want to eat it if it's not good. So you have to try it for me. He was so funny. So first Lindsay comes up and she's like, hi, oh my God, Jordan said I have to meet you guys. Like, how are you? So nice. I don't know what that stank face was, because she is the nicest fucking human. She smelled so good. And then I told her I loved her boots, and she's like, oh my God. And she pulled up on my phone the link to buy the boots. Like, she took the freaking time to show me what boots that she was wearing. And she's like, get them and then try and find me in New York and we'll be twinsies. And I was like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Like I was like, shut the fuck up. So then like, I think next that came was Luke. And so I'm talking to Luke. I'm like, hey, I'm from the Midwest too. So I love that you always made fires. And he's like, oh my God, I love my fires. Where are you from? And I said, like, I'm from Chicago-ish area. And he was like, oh my gosh, what suburb? And I'm like, Schaumburg. And he goes, I have a best friend that's from Schaumburg. So I know exactly where that is. It's by the mall. And I was like, oh my God. So we're talking. He's so nice. He's like, yeah, I love Minnesota. Did you just move to New York? And I was like, yeah. So again, Luke, so nice. Fuck Hannah.
It's the Midwestern people.
He was so nice.
Here's the thing. I think Luke is kind of shady about like the girl situation, because he was trying to be nice. No. He's like Luke. That Midwestern thing.
Oh yeah. He's trying to be nice.
Like, he was like trying not to like be mean or like, like you don't want to hurt people's feelings. So you just avoid it, which actually is the worst thing to do. But that's what we all do.
So nice though. Fuck anyone who didn't like Luke. He is the kindest human in the world.
He's not my favorite season one, or like his first season. And he's not my favorite overall, but I can appreciate him. I don't hate him.
He took time to talk to every single person in that line. Like, again, just so fucking kind, so fucking nice. I don't have a bad thing to say about meeting him in person. It was. I also
do love that when he makes fires, he basically sits alone because no one else could give a shit.
He loves it. Like, he was just so happy.
That's what like Midwestern kids do. Is you make a fire all the time.
I know.
Outside.
I got it. I get his vibe. I get it. Especially he's an introvert, obviously. So that's his time. I get it.
Is he on Summer House next season? Do we know?
I have no idea, honestly.
I kind of hope he demotes himself to the friend, because I think it'll make him happier.
Maybe. I mean, it seemed like he was getting along really well with the cast members. And again, I'm sure shit happened in the house.
Yeah.
But he was like everyone was hanging out with Luke. He was so beloved. Like him and Lindsay were getting along. He just seemed great.
That's what's nice is they only filmed for like, I think 20 days or something. So it's very short and sweet. I feel like there can't be too many problems that like will last after.
I have more on that, so don't worry.
Ooh, okay.
So then Austin comes over. Austin again is so nice, talking to me, so sweet. People think him and Lindsay are together because she was really like pushing him to move on. I think she's just being Lindsay. I don't find her. But again, he was so sweet. I was like, how do you like New York compared to Charleston? And he's like, Charleston has my heart. He's like so cute. So then we're like back in line and we just watched Lindsay, Luke and Austin like interact with everyone else. Takes the time. Hi, how are you? What's your name? Like, where are you from? Like the kindest three humans. And I'm so glad Jordan brought them to me. So then we walk up. Basically, the truck was like in like the people were in front, and then in the back of the truck, Craig was just chilling, taking pictures. So then like I'm talking to Craig, and Craig's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, hey, I really want to buy a sewing down south pillow. And he's like, oh my God, like, let me know and I'll give you a promo. And I go, really? And he goes, no, pay full price. So fucking funny. I almost peed my pants. I was like, oh, damn. Okay. So then we're talking and I was like, oh, how'd you fit in with like the Summer House cast? And he's like, obviously pretty well, wing fan. I was like, it's Paige. It's Paige. Like, I was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But he was so nice. People were yelling at him for holding up the line because he was genuinely having a conversation with everyone. And he was like, I'm so sorry. Like, they're really yelling at me. I was like, don't worry about it. Honestly, like,
yeah,
fuck these marketing people that didn't know. So
also, there's too many people in the cast that are actually there, so you can't really get a photo with all of them. And it's not realistic to think they're all going to be standing there.
Yeah. So then while we're waiting again, we meet the Winter House producer. He's this nice British man. I do not know his name, but Craig introduced us.
Yeah.
And so we just started talking to him and he's incredibly nice. We're talking about the show when I asked something like, are they nightmares? Like sarcastically, I was like, are they nightmares to work with or what? But then someone like interrupted him. I think it was like Sierra. Someone was like, excuse me, and like was talking to him. So we moved on because obviously Sierra takes priority over us. And so then we get a picture one last time with the Summer House cast. I walk up and Kyle goes back again for more. And I was like, like I get in between him and Sierra. I take my picture. Again, he's so nice. He's like, I feel like I'm trading myself in pictures. Do I look okay? So I like showed him. I was like, yeah, you look great. Actually, I think you're like one of the best looking people in this like picture. Oh my God. He was like, okay, I just want to make sure I'm not looking like Jokerish. And I was like, no, you look great. My God. Then we got shoot again. So I was like, ugh. So then we meet back up with this Bravo producer and he gives us some inside scoop. So he said they're really great. But because it was such a short amount of time, they drank every fucking night. So he's like, they were just insane. And the producers are in the house. Like he confirmed they're like in or near the house at all times. So they would bother the fuck out of this producer. He was like, he goes, they're not nightmares, but when they would get drunk, they just like they just needed me for everything. And I can't get involved. And that's the other issue. He said like they would be rolling and they'd call his name and he'd be like, just fucking stop. We're like rolling.
You're like, you're not Denise Richards with Bravo.
We're not Bravo fucking Bravo here. No. So he was like, it was just annoying. Like they'd like do that, but they're really nice. He said they were like really nice people. They're all great. They're genuinely friends. He was like, there's not one actual riff in the cast. Like they get in tiffs, but they don't hate each other.
Yeah. And then, it's like simple, like roommate annoyance of the day, not like Hannah hating Amanda. Kyle.
So then one of the girls I was with asked was like, is this a good show even without our problem child? And he said, he's like, I genuinely like Hannah. I think she just like didn't mesh well with the cast.
That's
like,
the thing. I don't mind Hannah that much on her own. Like, and like her and Paige, I just hate. I don't think she has enough accountability to be friends with people like Amanda and Kyle.
He said she just wasn't meant for this kind of reality TV, which I think is a really nice way to put it. I then asked, how did Austin and Craig feel with like moving in, because Southern Charm's not like that. They get to go home. Like, how is this? And he's like, oh, you'll see on the show. Like it's an adjustment. He's like, because they cannot go home. And I
would find this so hard because like even going on trips with your friends, by the end of it, you're like, I cannot wait to leave. And that's usually like 3 days. I cannot imagine 2 weeks.
Well, he was like
in a pressure cooker environment.
Exactly. And this producer was like, you saw how it was like with the cast. Usually they do weekends and then go home. Yeah. But like last season, it was a little rough and you could feel that everything was being built up. He goes, but they were always, because they were friends, they were always really good at like working it out for the most part. He goes, Craig and Austin, though they're friends, they're not in the friend group. Yes. So them coming into it was just like different. And I was like, oh, fuck, we're going to see it. And he's like, don't worry, you'll see it. It's going to be great. So then we asked, why were Carl and Danielle not on it? Because they're not in Winter House.
Yeah.
And he said he got interrupted. I want that to be clear. So I don't have a full answer on everything because like one of the Bravo people pulled him away. So he had to go attend to that. But he said, you know, with Carl, we saw the brother pass away and Carl's sobriety, and he just didn't want to put himself in that situation to like drink because he wasn't in the right mindset. He said like Carl was really struggling and Carl made the decision for himself to not go because he knew he would like be tempted to drink. We never got an answer on Danielle because someone interrupted us, but I left at like maybe 2:00. But like I left and I guess a half hour later, Danielle and Carl showed up.
Oh, I love.
And I'm like kind of pissed that I missed them, but I was already there for like 2 hours. I was tired. But it was super fun, super great. Someone asked me on Instagram like who was my favorite and who was my least favorite. I honestly, my least favorite were the newbies because I didn't really talk to them. Yeah. But everyone was so nice. Like if you were on a show and someone was like, Meredith, you have to go promote this show for 3 hours, do it. Wouldn't you get like a little annoyed maybe? Like I was ready for them to be annoyed.
Since it's the whole cast, I feel like it's fun. It's like a little reunion for them. Yeah. And I like saw on Instagram before we started recording this, like, because it's already over, you know, that they all like went out for drinks afterwards.
Oh, so they were taking tequila shots.
Yeah. So I bet like knowing that you're going to go like hang out, makes it easier. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it'll be, the fact that it's a Sunday and a Monday helps. It's not really disrupting your day and you're going to like go have fun. But if like Real Housewives of New York did this, that'd be annoying. This is just a different group that I think they're like, they take it in stride and make it fun.
They were just so nice. None of them felt like annoyed to talk to us. None of them even like were like, hey, and moved on. Like they all genuinely stopped, talked. Like Kyle asked the name of my podcast. Honestly, I think Amanda was probably the most overwhelmed because she was the most quiet, but she's genuinely just the most quiet usually, you know? And Paige wasn't there. Like Amanda was stuck the whole time in the front with the newbies taking pictures. So I like got it, you know, but so nice, so cute. She's even more fucking beautiful in person. Like,
here's the thing, talking about the new people a little bit, because we haven't really talked about Winter House in general. I know one of them, which I think it's Julia, is Paige's friend.
Okay.
And then I don't know how the other
3 fit in.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Julia is Paige's friend from either home or New York or something, but that is like a real connection.
Julia is beautiful in person. She was wearing leather shorts.
I think it's her. It's one of the girls.
It was just goddamn beautiful. Gabrielle, beautiful in person. That dude, Jason, he was walking around and no one was like, hey, Jason, because again, we don't really know him. But I was just like, I like kind of felt bad. It's the Midwest in me. And I was like, hey, like, how'd you like filming Winter House? And he was like, oh my God, you want to talk to me? No one wants to talk to me. And I was like, oh my God, stop. And he's like, well, I'm Jason. And I was like, nice to meet you. And like that, I didn't even get a picture with him because I didn't think about it, but I was like, oh my God, thank you. But legitimately, they're all the nicest fucking humans in the world. Like I can't think of one horrible thing that happened today with them. The meanest people were the marketing people that were shooing us the fuck along.
Are doing their jobs, so they have to. They have to be the bad guys. Well, come on.
Like,
we used to be in you didn't have to deal with events, but like whenever I used to be at events, like you got to get people to do shit.
But legitimately, just it makes it even more exciting to know that these people are just genuinely good people. Like not even Paige was a bitch. Like no offense to Paige, but I think like if there's gonna be one person that's kind of bitchy, maybe it's Paige. No, she's like, I'm so sorry.
For me, she seems like the type that, this isn't her though, but if she was going to be bitchy at all, she would be like bitchier to her friends than to like strangers. You know how sometimes when you're really close to someone and they're like a little meaner.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's not her, but that's still not even her. I just feel like I think her parents raised her really well.
She was like, I know I'm late.
Her parents.
I know I'm late. I'm so sorry. I'm going to take the time and take pictures with literally all of you. Honestly, maybe like Craig was the worst because I got like shoot away and he like tried to promo me. Like he didn't give me the promo code. But honestly, like so nice, so great.
Dude, they had a wild 48 hours. Do you know if they were in DC? Because we know for sure that they were last night.
Yeah.
They were in DC.
They promoted in DC. They did the exact same thing there.
Yeah, but I don't know if Craig and Paige were there because they were at a Special Olympics event last night in South Carolina.
Well, they'd only have to be there till like 3. So then
I guess so they could hop.
Oh, you're right. They were in North Carolina. Yeah.
South Carolina.
Or South Carolina. You're right. Yeah, I have no fucking clue if I'm assuming they were there. I feel like Bravo would be like, you gotta, but also if they were at a gala, I feel like maybe not.
Because it was for Special Olympics, I feel like they could maybe get out of it.
Paige and Craig did not act at all coupley. Kyle and Amanda didn't even really act coupley from what I saw, except when I gushed over them as a couple. Honestly, people really thought Lindsay and Austin, but
interesting. I don't see it. But I guess like Austin needs to be bossed around a bit.
Obviously they hook up because I think that's in the promo. I think it like shows. Oh my God.
Austin, I think kisses at least 3 girls. I don't know. Like everybody has different definitions of hook up, but I'm pretty sure he kisses 3 of the girls.
Does Craig kiss anyone else?
Him and Paige are not an item on Winter House.
They really grew into it.
They started dating afterwards.
Yeah, they grew into that relationship.
I think it was like spring.
This cast is a pure 10 out of 10. I feel like if we met Vanderpump,
you're getting me so excited.
I feel like if we met the Vanderpump ones, they'd be all bitchy.
Yeah.
But like I said, this crew just like showed up. They were happy.
But I think
they were excited.
The difference of it is, and Southern Charm is a little bit of this, but Summer House is really this, that it's like they have full-time jobs that isn't like their sole role is just to be a Bravo like icon. But Vanderpump, that's pretty much all they are these like they live in this Bravo world 100% of the time, whereas the Summer House crew I feel like splits their time 50-50.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just thought about it and I was like, there's no way any other cast would be okay like this.
No,
like I'm in shock. Like
Southern Charm a little bit would be, I think half of them would be nice.
That's just because they have Southern hospitality.
Yes, but I think like then like even though I love like Leva, I think she'd be above it because she's like this big business owner there, and Catherine would be above it.
Oh my God, Catherine would hate us. There was one girl behind us in line when Austin came over in the back. This girl was like, can I get a picture with you? Because my mom loves you. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, it's for my mom who loves you, Craig and Shep. And I just started laughing. And I was like, because Shep's the mom's dude. Like that's who all the moms have.
Oh my God. I need to text these. I'm going to text these pictures to my sister. Sorry. I have to do it. But the ones of like Austin. Because she's gonna die. He was so nice. His cookie review fucking murdered me. I don't think he knew that. Maybe I'll just send her that video. Because like everyone in line obviously gushed. And then there was me like, can you fucking review this cookie or what? Like, like do it, you bitch. Oh my God. But he again so nice, so cute. I have a crush on literally all of them. I can't think of one horrible thing they did. Yay, I'm excited. Any other Winter House stuff we should talk about? I don't know. Now I'm friends with this girl, Jordan, on Instagram. So I'm hoping she posts shit. The only one that follows her though is Carl. So I don't know if she's new. But I think she's worked at Bravo for a while. But again, I don't know. She's like texting Luann, but no one from Winter House follows her on Instagram. I'm confused. But like I said, she was really nice. She was nothing if not fantastic. She knows Andy Cohen. Some girl asked her that and she's like, yeah, sometimes like, obviously I'm not like good friends with Andy, but like I talk to him when needed. And I was just laughing. I was like, oh my God, Andy Cohen. Someone asked if Andy Cohen was going to be there. And I was like, are you dumb? Why would Andy Cohen fucking show up to this shit? Hannah follows her. Oh, swag. I found her on your Instagram. Jordan LJ or LG or whatever. Yeah. So fun. So fantastic. Love it.
Well, do we have any other Winters cow stuff or?
I don't think so. It starts this Wednesday. It's not on the same day as Vanderpump. We kind of briefly talked that maybe it was.
Yeah. So people who are listening to this, Vanderpump will still come out Thursdays, but Winter House will come out Mondays
because that's our Summer House schedule, and it just works.
This is just the best beginning to get you so excited. I'm excited. Now I like these people. I really wanted to ask Lindsay about Sandwichgate, but I got nervous.
Dude,
I didn't want to activate her, you know?
I almost texted you whenever you were texting me about Lindsay. I almost called it Namegate because she yelled at me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take it's all my blame because I'm the one who types her name. She yelled at me for how I spelled her name because I used an E and not an A.
Did you ask her about the name? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I remember when she messaged us. But no. I was hoping when I was talking to Kyle, she heard like I have a podcast, but that's when she gave me the stank eye and I was like, goodbye. Oh, that was the other thing. Once I was done, like right before I was leaving, I just made eye contact with Lindsay as she's like in front of this truck. And she literally goes like, hey. And I did this back.
You're like, known. You were known around there.
I did this back to her and she goes, oh, I fucking love you. And I was like, I'm dead inside. I'm like,
follow
dead.
Me on Instagram.
I'm dead inside. I love them.
Oh my God, my heart.
Better than any show. This is the show. Fucking, we're going to go so hard on Winter House. Vanderpump Rules can be canceled for all I care at this point.
Here's the thing. They probably know when people have podcasts about them because I tag them in every single release of an episode.
They obviously don't listen.
No. But like hearing that there's a podcast about them, I wonder if they've connected the dots.
I don't know. The only person that really heard me was Kyle and Amanda because I like told them.
What sucks is our Instagram is Vanderpasta, not the Summer House.
That's what the issue, I
kills
think.
Us.
But okay. I tagged them all in like a photo I posted. The newbies posted it to their story. So I'm kind of hoping maybe that Amanda and Kyle see it because Julia, Jason, and Gabrielle all posted it to their story.
Yes.
From our Vanderpasta account.
I love it. I'm so happy.
I'm hoping that happens. And Amanda and Kyle are like, OMG, this is the account.
Oh my God, DirecTV sponsored this thing.
Oh my God, did they? Love DirecTV.
Well, I guess. Was there just a DirecTV ad?
An ad? No, but I bet it would be on the truck. Yeah, DirecTV's on the truck. Like the actual, it says DirecTV. So they did sponsor it. But yeah, I told him it was summer is fun, and he like kind of laughed because obviously
that's his thing.
It's his thing. Amanda did not laugh, even though it's iconic.
Summer should be
fun. Yeah, we just take an iconic Bravo quote and like mess it up, and then that's our podcast name.
Well, it can't. The problem is, summer should be fun is a kind of a depressing name, and it's just too long.
Yeah, summer is fun. It's about the pasta.
Oh, the pasta.
Honestly, One Season Wonder is the best, but it doesn't fucking.
That's just the cleverest, like the most clever name.
Jackson Brittany Take Kentucky because that only had one season. I'm just kidding. I can't watch it.
No, I think at some point we should do it. It just needs to be like a year and a half from now, like 2 years. Yeah, I need distance between Jax Taylor because I think it needs to be when we finish all the Vanderpump shows because then like we'll ease out of Jax Taylor and then like have some space.
Yeah. But now I have a dream that this girl Jordan is going to get me Watch What Happens Live tickets and or invited
Alicia,
to a reunion.
I want to be the bartender on Watch What Happens Live.
I want to be. Did you see the reel that I posted to our Instagram that was like, what's my dream job? It's a Bravo reunion consultant.
Yes. I messaged you with everything that would be on the sell sheet to get people to sign up for it. We will like watch the season with you. We will give you the talking points and the hill to die on and also give you the receipts to go to the reunion.
I would straight up do that for free. Just like I do this podcast kind of for free. I would straight up do that for free.
Yes.
Oh, also these two girls that I met, they're gonna listen. They both subscribed today. And they asked if they could maybe come on. And I was like, yes. Do you have a Zoom link? Fucking sure.
Absolutely.
The fuck do I care?
We do. I know we didn't do our premiere or like, what's it called?
I don't know what
What is it called when you get a little video at the beginning before it launches? What is that word?
And cold open?
No, it's like they give
you the trailer.
The trailer. I can't believe I couldn't think of that word. We didn't do like a trailer review.
This is our trailer.
I know, but like with our Patreon group.
Oh, Patreons, I love you, but I fucking met the cast. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
No, but I want to do like a happy hour.
I do too. I think that would be so much fun. But yeah, so they've subscribed. I still want Kyle and Amanda to subscribe, but they didn't. They didn't take their phones out to subscribe, so that's like fine. Oh, right. But man, it was the best day of my fucking life.
I'm so happy. I can't wait. Here we go. Wednesday night.
But you guys enjoy this. I'm sorry. I saw some of you sent questions in, and it just like there was no good time to be like, hey Paige, how many suitcases did you bring? Or like, Craig, are you?
That was my question.
It was so fast because I just
did you like my questions though? I submitted questions.
Yeah. It was just hard because you wanted to start a rapport before I like interviewed them, kind of.
Yeah.
Craig, I just happened to be like, I want a pillow. And he came up with the promo thing.
I wish you would have asked my Paige question because I'm really curious how many suitcases she brought.
I don't know where the fuck she went. Okay. After I took a picture with her, I have no idea where she went.
Probably behind the truck with Craig.
Austin like fucking decided to go for a walk in the middle of this. He like walked away. Like he went missing. What a weirdo.
His sister lives in New York, I think. So maybe he went and saw her.
Oh. I wonder if he's staying with Paige. I don't know. Oh, also someone online said they spotted Paige yesterday riding the city bikes. I was like, sounds like something Greg would make her do. And they're like, oh, I'm sure Paige wouldn't just ride a city bike. Also, I didn't see their cars. So I wonder if they rode a city bike here.
Good to know.
It was so fun. Can't wait.
That's all we have. Until later this week. Bye.